Okay, folks. So Green Day today. I started. So basically, my start time, regardless of the news, is 8:45 Central Time, which gives 15 minutes after a possible news item at 8:30, which is 9:30 Eastern Time. So today we had the CPI, which obviously is a big news item at the moment due to the inflation issue. So we got quite a bit of volatility there, and obviously it's very good for trend. So I stopped it at the mirroring at $1,000 in the sim. A couple things I noticed. I did mess up a little bit because it went into a trade and it had this delay. It turned off for some reason. And I thought it wasn't in a trade. Again, this is why. I I think the delay is because my laptop is slow. So, but the delay in today's case did work in my favor because it got me in at a better price than the sim did, if that makes sense. So, you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but today I did win. On both my trades, I think I got in at a better price than the sim. I wasn't sure, it's hard to tell for sure because, the translation is not 100%. I'm using about 2.33 cents per tick in ES. It seems to be pretty accurate at that conversion. But anyway, Green Day today. I did after the 1,000. I did trade again, and I had a small loss because I cannot exit in the sim. So here we have the close button, and unfortunately, in the close button does not work in the sim for some reason. For the Polarity ATI close, it might be something I reach out to Connor about because it is a little annoying. So what I do when I hit the close button on my mouse wheel, so I have a auto hotkey that hits the close button automatically regardless of where the mouse is at. And that way I don't have to touch the keyboard or anything like that. I just use my mouse to trade. But what I do now is I actually close manually first in my IB account, and then I hit the close button in NinjaTrader. But in either way, it doesn't work in the NinjaTrader. What I have to do to actually try to close it is I have to move the stop right underneath the current price, and obviously that's not the greatest to do it that way. I wish that it would work correctly. I could hit the actual Chart4 close, but then that would remove polarity, and that's kind of is annoying because I have to bring polarity back. So that's annoying. So I don't really want. I actually just want the close button to work. So I actually might just reach out to them and see if they can fix that for upcoming update. But anyway, so yeah, Green Day today. I did reduce size, so that's kind of sucks. But that really isn't that big of an issue. Again, I'm looking for consistency first. I can always scale up. I mean, I want to do this as fast as possible, obviously. But I need to be confident and need to take the trade into completion, especially good trades that you look at it, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. It's gonna break down there, or it has enough room to run back up to the top of the range in the trend, stuff like that. Those are good trades. So I need to make sure I complete those trades to completion. Anyway, the other thing is, I'm not sure if anyone done this, but you can run both Polarity ATI in trend and regression mode at the same time on the same instrument, just using different charts. So hear me out here. So again, I was just playing around with this last night. Obviously, it's nothing set in stone at the moment. So obviously you can't use the same settings for both because it'll just wash itself out. But I do use different. So I was playing around last night. I had slightly different ways to look at order flow. One with more stacking balances and one with less and more volume. And so one I had in trend and one I had in regression. And it kind of works a little bit, maybe possibly if with some refinement. Again, I was just playing one of the. So I guess one of the big challenges with full automation and doing those playing around with that, I was in full automation. I wasn't cutting anything early. One of the challenges with that is like sometimes like the last few days are just primarily really. I mean, okay, maybe not the last few days. I did fuck up both days. It could have been trend, but they're kind of between trend and regression. And some days are just there's regression. Today is obviously a trend day, right? You know, but so you can't. So the problem is like if you set it in trend and you have a regression day, you're gonna do not that great, right? Maybe you'll break even if you're cut things off early and kind of scalp around a little bit. Maybe you break even, make a little money. Trend days, regression slash trend days, if you're deliberate, you'll probably make money in trend. Full trend days like today, you can make a lot of money, right? You can make a lot. Just with how the market is like moving constantly up and down, and with good range, so you can make a lot of money on those days. But what if you have a setting that is a mixture of both because you're running it both in trend and regression mode on different charts? What about that? Has anyone ever tried that? So I'm gonna give it a try right now because for the trend trading, I'm kind of set with my settings at the moment. I kind of like them. I know when it will work and when it doesn't work. I just want the close button to work correctly in the sim. So I'll play around with that today for a little bit, and I'll see how. I just want to see what the results are, and kind of what what kind of results I might get. But anyway, so that's the update. Green day today. Hopefully more to come. All right. Hope everyone is. I think a lot of people are capitalizing today on the action. So yeah. Talk to you guys later.